Okay, so welcome to all of you. In the last lecture, we have seen how to find a remainder when something is divided by something with the help of congruence modulo n. Okay, so now we'll see the number of problems on that so that your idea of the congruence will be clear to you. Okay, so first we'll take a problem. So find the remainder when 11 to the power 33. 111 to the power 333 plus 333 to the power 111 is divided by 7. Next we'll see the problem find the remainder when 17 to the power 341 is divided by 5, and we'll solve these two. So total there are 4 problems that we will solve this. Okay, so that the idea of the congruence will be clear to you. Okay, so solution of the first one. Okay, so first one. So we have to find the remainder when 11, so 1101, that 111 to the power 30 to the power 333. Okay. So first we'll see. So we divide by 7 first. Okay. So now this is what this is a 1 7. So this is 41. Okay. So that means what here? Not 40. Yeah, 41. So then this is what 35. So this is 6 now. Okay. So now 7 is congruent 111. So that is what here 111 is congruent to. So what is the remainder when 111 is divided by 7? The remainder is 6. 6 modulo 7. Okay. So this is not a part of the solution actually. So for trial and error we have to do this one. Okay, so this is not a part of the solution. But 7 is very close to 6 is very close to 7. So I can write this as a -1 mod 7. Okay, so then I will take the power 33 now. 11 to the power 333. So this is 7. So -1 to the power 333 mod 7. Okay, so that means what here 111 to the power 333 is congruent to mod 7. That means what 111 to the power 333 is divided by 7. Then the remainder is 6 now. -1 is 6. Okay. So I write this here 111 333 is congruent to -1 mod 7. I call this as 1 now. Okay. So now I have to find when 333 to the power 111 is divided by 7. Okay, so we know that it's congruent to -1 mod 7. -1 mod. I will take the power. This is what 111 to the power 111. It's congruent to I am -1 to the power mod 7. So this is what 111 is congruent to -1 mod 7. I want here 333 in the place of 111. So base I want 300. So I have to multiply. I have to write here what? I have to write this is what? This into 111 200. Then this will be what? I can take the product of this one. So that means what we get 330 to the power 111. That I get. Okay. So I will multiply by 3 cube. So 3 cube is 27. Okay. So I will multiply by 3 cube now. 111 to the power 111 is congruent to -27 mod 7. Okay, so that is what here 3 don't write this as a 27 now, is congruent to minus. Okay, so 27 modulo 7 is what? So 27 modulo 7, so 21, then the remainder is 6, so -6 mod 7. Okay, but -6 is 7 1 now. So this is what 111 to the power 111 is congruent to 1 modulo 7. Minus 6 plus 7 is 1 now. Okay, so this is 1. Okay, now see here what we want here 1. So I will divide by 111 by 3. I will divide to 111 by 3. Then this is what 3. So this is 9 to 1. So 27. So what I will do? I will take the power as 37 now. Equal to 1 to the power 37 mod 7. Okay. So now this is into congruent to 37, not 37, 1 to the power 37 is 1 mod 7. So now this is nothing but to the power 111. I can take the product of the base now because both the powers are same. Okay, so this is 1 mod 7. 1 mod 7. I will call this as 2 now. I will call this as 2. Okay, so 1 plus 2 gives 1 plus 2 gives. So what? 1 plus 2 plus is congruent to minus 1 plus 1 modulo 7. So that is what? 111 to the power 333 plus 333 to the power 111 is congruent to 0 mod 7. So therefore what? 0 is the remainder. So 0 is the remainder when 111 to the power 333 to the power 111 is divided by 7. Okay, so the first problem is over here. Okay, so very simple problem. So we did in the last lecture, but I am not satisfied with that. So I have solved this problem once again. Okay, so now we'll take the second one now. We'll take the second one. We'll take the second one. Is what? We want to find 17 to the power 341 mod 5. That means you have to find a remainder when 17 to the power 341 is divided by 5. Okay. So now what we'll do? We'll write 17 now. It's congruent to. So divide 17 by 5. Then the remainder is 2 now. Remainder is 2. So mod 5 now. Right? So for 17. We have to go up to 17 to the power 341. Okay. Now I will do the square now. So what will get? 17 square is congruent to 4 mod 5. I want this number as, so see 5 minus 1 is 4 or 1 or 4 or 1. I want this figure. Okay. So now 17 square is congruent to minus mod 5, because what? Easily we can take the power of 1 or minus 1. Okay. So this is 17 square is this. Now what I will do? I will divide this 341 by 2. Then this is what? 1. So this is 1, 7. So then this is what? 14, 0, and then 1. Then 0. So what I will do? I will take the 170 power of this one. So 17 square to the power 170 is congruent to minus 1 to the power 170 mod 5. Because half of the 341 is 170. Okay. So now we reach up to, this is what? 340. We reach up to 17 to the power 340 is congruent to minus 1 mod 5. Okay. Just multiply by 17 then. Okay. So that we will get here 17 to the power 341. One power is rest now. So what we will do? We will multiply by 17 now. Okay. So we know that this is what? A to the power m. A to the power n is same as A to the power m plus n. We are using this rule of the indices. Okay, so we'll take the power. So that is what you have to multiply by 17. So we get what? 17 to the power 341 is minus 17 mod 5. Mod 5. First we'll write for 17 now. Each count to. For 17, when 17 is divided by 5, then the remainder is 2. So this is minus 2 then. So minus 2 mod 5. Mod 5. And minus 2 is nothing but 3 now. 17 to the power 341 is common to 3 mod 5. That means the remainder is 3. The remainder is 3. The remainder is 3. Okay. So now we are through. Right? So we are through. That means what here? 17 to the power 341 mod 5 is nothing but 3 mod 5. Okay. Okay. So we'll do for the next one. Now here what? 2 to the power 501 mod 17. So now here what? 17 is the prime. We can apply the Fermat's theorem also by Fermat's theorem. So by Fermat's theorem, so third one, solution of third one. 17 is prime and 17 is prime and 17 does not divide 2. So therefore 2 raised to 16 is congruent to 1 mod 17. 1 mod 17. So now instead of this is also very nice. So what? So 2 to the power 4 is 16. 2 to the power 4 is 16 modulo 17. Okay. So we can do this one. No problem for this one also. This is also right. We'll divide by this is what? 501 by 16, find a quotient and take that power, and then we will see what happens then. So it is better instead of this one. This is also work now. This is also work. But here you have to do what? You have to divide by. Okay, so we'll solve this problem and then we'll go to the simple problem for here. Okay. So 2 ways we can solve this problem. Okay. So now what you have to do? You have to divide by 16 now. Divide to 501 by 16. So this is what? 3. So 48. So 21. So 1. 16. So this is 5. So we are not bothered about 5. So that we will see later on. What is the power 5 now? Okay. Now this is what? So 200. 2 to the power 16 to the power 31 is congruent 1 to the power 31 mod 17 now. Mod 17. Okay. Now this is what it 2 to the power, just multiply this. So 16 1 is 16, then is 16, 48, 49 is congruent to 1 mod 17. Okay. So we reach up to 496, but we have to reach up to 501. So how many? 2 to the power 5. We have to reach up to 2 to the power 5. Again, so what I will do? I know this is 2 to the power 4 is 16 and 2 to the power 5 is 32. So I will multiply by 2 to the power 5 on both sides. 2 to the power 5 into 2 to the power 496 is congruent to 1 into 2 raised to, okay, so this is 2 raised to 5 mod 17 now. Okay. So now this is what? 2 raised to 501 now. We get this. Okay. Now 2 to the power 5 is 32. So this is 32 mod 17. So this is what? 2 to the power is congruent to. Now divide 32 17, find the remainder. So the remainder is what? So 17, 7 is 34. So 15 is the remainder. 15 mod 17. That is minus 2. If you have minus 2 is same as 15 now. Okay. So that means what here? 2 raised to 501 modulo 17 is same as 15 modulo 17. That means what? When 2 raised to 501 is divided by 17, then the remainder is 15. Okay. Now it is very difficult to find 2 to the power 501. Right. So but just we got the remainder now with the help of the Fermat theorem. This is the Fermat theorem. We'll use the another. Now directly without Fermat theorem we will do. We'll try for that one. Okay. So now 2 raised to 4. See, 2 raised to 4 is congruent to 16 mod 17. Mod 17. So that means what here? 2 raised to congruent to minus 1 mod 17. Right? Now what I will do? I will divide by this 501 by 4 and we will find a quotient and we will take that power so that it is very close to 501. Okay. So this is what? 1. So 4, 1, 0. So this is 2. Then this is 8. So this is 12, 5, 125. Okay. So what I will do? Well, I will take to 1 raised to 125. 125. Minus 1 to the power 125 is minus 1 now. Mod 17 now. Mod 17. Okay. So this is what then? 400. So this is 500 then. This is 2 raised to 500 is congruent to 1 mod 7. This is very easy. This is very easy instead of the Fermat theorem. So now what I want 501. So just multiply by 2. So 2 raised to 501 is congruent to minus 2 mod 17. Both the way we can solve this one. Okay. So minus 2 is nothing but 15 now. So this is very easy now. This is not minus now. Minus 2 is nothing but 15. So other than here the positive term. So 15. Just what 15 is the remainder of this. Right. So both the solutions are correct. Both the way we can solve the problem. In the exam, apply one solve either from Fermat by using. But if the problem is by using the Fermat theorem, then no problem. So then we have to solve the first. We have to solve by the first method, and this is the second method. If it is given only the find remainder, right? So then you can apply any method now. But if it is the command is there, find by Fermat theorem, then no option. Okay. So you have to apply the first method. Okay. Now same thing now here we'll do. So now note that here you cannot apply the Fermat theorem because 80 is not a prime number. So now you know that 3 to the power something is very close to 80. So 81, right? So now 3 raised to 4 is congruent to 81 now, right? Mod 80, right? So 81 is divided by 80, then the remainder is 1. So 3 raised to 4 is congruent to 1 mod 80 now, right? So what we will do? We will divide 701 by 4. We will find the quotient. So this is 1. So this is 4. So this is 3. So this is 30. So 7. So this is 28. So this is 2, 1. So this is 5. So what we will do? We will take 3 raised to 4 power 175 is congruent to 1 to the power 175 modulo 80. So see the benefit of the 1 or minus 1. Easily you can take the power, right? So now we'll take the multiplication of this one. So this is what? 3. So 5 is 20, 28 is 30. So this is what? 7. So we reach up to 700. We reach up to 700. See, power 700 is congruent to 1 mod 80. Now just what here? 701. Just we will multiply by 3 now. So we get just multiply by 3 now. So if you multiply by this, what? This is 1 is congruent to 3 mod 80. I hope that the idea of the congruence modulo n is clear to you, right? So we have solved the number of problems on it, and this is very simple now. Here what you can do this, what you have to do this by trial and error. So make here this as a 1 or minus 1, because easily you can take the power. See, this is what 175, right? So if there is a 2 to the power 175, then it will be the complicated then, right? So that means what here, if you can make 1 or minus 1 here, then the problem will be easy. Okay, so I hope that you understand this one. Okay, so I have solved the number of problems on the congruence modulo n. Okay, so now we will stop here.